Have you ever felt like there's something unspoken in a conversation with a woman? Maybe a glance, a subtle smile, or even the way she plays with her hair seems to carry hidden messages. The truth is, these small signals are often her way of showing interest or even testing if you're aware of what's happening around you. It's like a subtle game of communication, and understanding it can make all the difference in your approach. For instance, imagine you're at a bar and notice a woman glancing at you quickly before looking away. Seems insignificant, right? But in reality, that gesture could be an invitation for you to make a move. Women often flirt more discreetly, like leaning their body toward you, fiddling with an object, or softly smiling while chatting. These are subtle hints that, if you pick up on them, show that you're attentive and ready to establish a connection. Don't worry though, missing these signs at first is perfectly normal. The key is to start paying more attention. The next time you're talking to someone, try putting your phone away and really focusing on the interaction. Notice how she reacts when you speak. Does she laugh at your jokes, even the bad ones? Does she hold eye contact for a little longer than usual? All of this can signal interest. And when you respond to these gestures, you're showing that you understand the nuances of the moment, something women absolutely love. Be confident and seize these opportunities. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to identify these signals and act naturally without coming across as forced. The secret here is simple. Be present and show genuine interest. That alone puts you far ahead of most. Why are they so subtly mysterious? If you've ever wondered why women seem to communicate in such an indirect way, there's a reason for it. This approach is deeply tied to emotional and even evolutionary factors. Historically, women developed more subtle strategies to gauge a partner's interest without exposing themselves too much. It's a way of protecting their emotions while also evaluating whether someone is worth investing in. Take, for example, seemingly harmless questions like, "What do you usually do on weekends?" Or, "Do you come here often?" It might seem like simple curiosity, but it's actually a way for her to assess if you share common interests. On dating apps, this is even more evident. She may be trying to figure out if you're genuinely looking to connect or if you're just there to pass the time. Another key point, women generally prefer men who take the initiative. These subtle signals are her way of creating space for you to step up without her needing to be overly direct. When you pick up on these cues and respond naturally, showing that you understand the dynamic, she feels more comfortable opening up. Here's a tip. You don't need to interpret every gesture as a definite yes or no. What really matters is paying attention to the intention behind what she's doing. If you demonstrate emotional maturity and know how to create a light, enjoyable atmosphere, you're on the right track. It's all about balance. Don't push too hard, but don't ignore what's right in front of you either. When she notices that you understand these little details, it becomes much easier to build a genuine and meaningful connection. What eye contact says about her, and what she expects from you. Have you ever noticed how a simple glance can change everything? Eye contact is one of the most direct and powerful ways to show interest and gauge hers as well. Imagine being at a party, chatting casually, and realizing she's holding your gaze just a little longer than usual. That's no coincidence. This gesture is loaded with intention and could be a clear invitation for you to take action. Now, if she quickly looks away and then glances back at you, that's even more intriguing. This double glance is a shy yet deliberate way of showing she's curious about you. It's almost as if she's saying, "I'm giving you room to do something about this." The key here is to hold eye contact without overdoing it. A subtle smile or a calm expression is enough to show you're engaged. Science shows that prolonged eye contact creates an immediate sense of connection because it activates areas of the brain related to pleasure and empathy. So when she locks eyes with you, she's not only assessing your interest but also your confidence. And trust me, that makes a world of difference. Men who avoid eye contact can come across as insecure, while those who maintain it naturally send a clear message. I know what I'm doing. My advice? Use eye contact as a tool to build a bridge between you, but don't go overboard and make it seem like you're staring. A steady yet relaxed gaze, paired with a light smile, is enough to show you're present and interested. Eye contact is more than just a gesture. It's the first step toward a natural conversation and a real connection. How to create connections that stay in her memory. If there's one thing you need to know about women, it's that emotions always come first. While many men try to impress with stories or achievements, what truly matters is how you make her feel. That's where emotional triggers come in. These are the little things that touch her almost instinctively, creating a connection that goes beyond the surface. For instance, the curiosity trigger. Who doesn't love a little mystery? When you say something like, "You have a way about you that really intrigues me," you create a space for her to want to know more. more about what you're thinking, and, most importantly, more about how you see her. This type of comment avoids cliches and grabs her attention in a way few can. Another powerful trigger is validation. It's not about flattering her or saying what she wants to hear, but recognizing something she values in herself. If she mentions something she's proud of, like a career achievement or a passion, acknowledge it. Saying something like, "I really admire how determined you are," shows that you're genuinely paying attention, and that creates an instant emotional connection. And of course, there's empathy. When she shares something about her day or how she's feeling, don't try to solve it or downplay it. Just show that you understand. A simple, "That sounds exhausting. How are you feeling now?" can make a world of difference. It shows that you genuinely care, and she'll notice that she's talking to someone who gets what she needs. Combine these triggers with a genuine attitude. Don't force situations or come across as mechanical. The key is to make it clear that you're present, engaged, and above all, connected to what she's saying. When you do this, you're not just catching her attention, you're building something that can last. The magic of touch. What the body says without words. Did you know that the body speaks before the mouth does? Body language is one of the oldest forms of communication, and small gestures can convey things that words can't always express. When a woman lightly touches your arm while laughing at something you said or adjusts her hair while listening to you, that's not just coincidence. It's her way of showing she's comfortable and possibly interested. Think about a brief touch on the shoulder or arm during an animated conversation. It might seem casual, but it's actually a subtle way of creating closeness. Another revealing gesture is when she leans her body toward you while talking. This movement shows she's engaged and wants to be closer, not just physically, but emotionally too. Now, what about you? Your body language matters just as much. Maintaining an open posture with relaxed arms and a light smile makes all the difference. It shows you're approachable and confident. Small gestures like holding the door for her, or briefly touching her hand while helping with something, can convey care and create a special moment. But here's a word of caution: less is more. Overdoing it with touch or being intrusive can create discomfort. The key is to observe her reactions and act naturally. When you use touch in the right way, it stops being just a gesture and becomes a powerful tool for increasing connection and showing you're present and interested. The power of words. How to create connections that truly matter. Have you ever noticed how some conversations flow so naturally that they seem to create an instant bond? That's no coincidence. It's the power of good communication. The key to building a genuine connection with a woman lies in how you choose your words, and most importantly, in how you make her feel during the conversation. Instead of starting with generic questions like, "What do you do for work?" why not try something more engaging, like, "What inspired you to choose this career? It seems really interesting." This type of approach moves away from the obvious and shows that you're genuinely curious about her as a person. It's a simple way to turn an ordinary conversation into something memorable. Another essential point is how you respond to what she shares. When she tells you something personal, instead of replying with a shallow comment like, "Oh, that's cool," try something more meaningful. That really shows how determined you are. "I admire your dedication." Comments like these validate her feelings and show that you're paying attention to details, something many women find irresistible. Beyond what you say, how you say it makes all the difference. A calm tone of voice, well-timed pauses, and a subtle smile while you speak create a warm and comfortable atmosphere. And don't forget the balance. A great conversation is like a dance, where you listen as much as you talk, show interest, and be genuinely present. When you master the art of speaking in this way, you're not just exchanging words, you're creating a space where she feels valued, understood, and connected to you. That's the true secret to building something deeper than superficial attraction. Did you know that one of the most attractive qualities a man can have is the ability to lead and make decisions? But hold on, this doesn't mean being authoritarian or imposing your will. What truly makes a difference is having clarity and being able to guide situations with confidence and respect. When you take the lead in a balanced way, you send the message that you're someone secure and stable, two traits women find irresistible. Think of something simple, like planning a date. Instead of leaving everything open-ended with, "You decide where you want to go," try something like, "How about we check out that new Italian restaurant? I think we'll enjoy it." With this, you show that you can take the initiative and are willing to lead, but without ignoring her input. This approach not only demonstrates leadership, but also thoughtfulness and consideration, creating the perfect balance. Now imagine a more high-pressure situation, like organizing a trip or solving a problem together. Taking a proactive attitude, suggesting solutions, and taking responsibility for decisions can make a huge difference. Women tend to admire men who show emotional stability in these moments. When you act with clarity and confidence, she feels like she can rely on you, and that strengthens not just attraction, but also the partnership. However, leading doesn't mean controlling. Being able to listen to what she has to say and incorporating her ideas into decisions is just as important. This shows that you value her opinion and are willing to create a dynamic of mutual respect. It's what turns a simple decision, like choosing where to have dinner, into an opportunity to strengthen your bond. At the end of the day, the kind of leadership that truly captivates doesn't come from doing everything alone, but from showing that you know where you're headed and that you're including her in that journey. This confident and respectful attitude not only attracts her, but also creates a space where she feels valued and secure by your side. Imagine what it would be like if you kept trying and failing while other men discover a method that actually works to attract the women they desire. That method is available now, but not for long, and you might be about to miss it. This isn't just about winning women over. It's about understanding what truly works. Are you ready to keep things the same, or will you finally find out how to change that? The method that has already helped thousands of men could be the answer you've been looking for. Don't wait any longer. Click the link below in the comments and watch the video before it's too late. The difference between success and frustration lies in the choice you make right now. Watch it and see what you've been missing out on. If this video was helpful to you, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this and take the opportunity to watch the next video that's already playing on the screen.